Agenda 47, which I think is named after the number of remaining brain cells that Trump has, bouncing around in his empty dome. He's got a new message out for you and all Americans. Agenda 47, protecting Americans by taking on big pharma and ending global freeloading. So my guess is he starts by attacking vaccines and then gets lost in his bullshit about trade that he said to Brett Baer. Is that where we are? Okay. It's so good. Go into the MTG Bobert dust-up. I did. We'll cover more of that in a second. And they're giving him that side bite. Like, fuck this. Like, he changed the video on these. And by the way, the nunt is, I gotta say, it's epic. I don't know what's happening to his throat in that, but it's, oy.
They don't like the gas.
I can't, it's hard to even look at, like when it's a still image. Jesus. Hold on. Whoops, I gotta start playing here. Click. Big Pharma and ending global freeloading.
Crooked Joe.
Oh, and why are they, and the audio is so fucking low, but whatever.
Biden likes to pretend he stands up to Big Pharma, but in fact, I was the only president in modern times who
stood up so quietly that my videos have half the audio of everything else on the fucking internet.
I took on Big Pharma, and I took it head on.
I took it head on.
You could say it's a back door, but I call it a smart door.
Moon River. Okay.
Biden canceled my tough on pharma policies the moment he had a chance.
He had a chance. As soon as he became president? Is that what you mean? But you didn't want to say it? Had a chance?
As president, I signed a historic executive order declaring that the United States government would pay the same price for pharmaceuticals as other foreign countries, and no more. We didn't want to pay any more.
Yeah, and that led to enormous shortages of drugs. Because they didn't negotiate it with an actual bill through the areas that you didn't do it through the legislative process. So it's a way to pretend you're doing something without actually doing it.
Can you imagine that?
Yes.
How simple would that be? This would have saved American patients.
And if there's one thing I know, it's simple things.
Billions and billions of dollars.
God damn, that audio is low. What the fuck?
But shortly after taking office, Joe Biden rescinded my executive order, stabbing patients and U.S. citizens, and especially our seniors, right in the back.
Right in the back, especially when it was Doan's pills.
For many years, Americans have been paying among the highest prices in the world for our prescription drugs, while other countries negotiate sweetheart deals off the backs of America, paying vastly lower prices for the very same drugs from the very same companies.
Yeah, but that's because they have state-run healthcare systems. And so they have to. The governments are the ones that negotiate those, period, end of story. So if you do an executive order that just sets a standard, but you don't have any teeth to back it up in the negotiating process because the Congress hasn't passed a bill that's what we're paying and that money's allocated, then basically they can just not sell you the drugs or only sell you a certain amount.
This amounts to a gigantic subsidy for foreign socialist welfare systems, courtesy of you and the American people. On day one of my new term, I will sign an executive order to end.
Great. So just another executive order. So the next person that's president can just unsign it too because it didn't work.
And this global freeloading on American consumers.
I see. So you don't think you can get a bill passed? That's weird. Why not? Because what do you think? The Democrats are going to hold the House and the Senate probably? They'll really lock it down. So you're just going to be, you're just going to be trapped in that House again. They're obviously going to, once they have the House and the Senate, you're going to be impeached and removed from office. It's got to be, no wonder you look all sweaty. How'd you do the Glenn Beck N-word thing? No.
For once and for
oh dear. He didn't say it. Oh God.
For all. Under my policy, the United States government will tell Big Pharma that we will only pay.
Big Farmer? These agricultural businesses have got to stop. Big Farmer?
The best.
Look, you can't leave New York for Florida with a big middle finger and a fuck you and beat feet, and then still talk like you live there.
Price they offer to foreign nations who have been taking advantage of us for so long. The United States is tired of getting ripped off. We've been ripped off by everybody for so many decades. We're tired of it. Not going to happen.
Not going to happen. We're tired of it. We're tired of being ripped off so much that we slowly but surely became the biggest economy in the world by double.
They should have never rescinded my original executive order. It just shows you the power of Big Pharma, but it will force Big Pharma to raise prices on foreign countries and reduce prices very substantially for American patients.
Wait, the rescinding of the order will do that, or you strayed a little bit? I'm just saying. Keep the narrative.
It will deliver huge savings for seniors
huge
and for all American patients. Thank you very much.
All American patients, not all American patients, but all American patients. If you show up on a gurney wearing a MAGA hat and a flag shirt and a flag diaper, then we're going to get you the best prices. If you show in there going, I don't know, I feel good as an American, but I think we've got issues, whatever. Fuck that guy. Don't give him any painkillers.
This was a very easy one, and this is an honor to tell you because this was something that never should have happened.
It's an honor to tell you because this is something that never should have happened. Whew. All right, crank them out, I guess. Nobody's watching past the 10-second mark on these things. They're just glad you're making them, buddy. The maggots just need them like a warm blanket. Warm because you urinated, but still.
I would have never, ever rescinded my executive order.
They should have never rescinded it. They rescinded the thing 2 years ago, and they rescinded it, and then they went and passed legislation that actually had teeth, that actually did stuff, and that's terrible. People think it's good, but it's not. It's not good. It's not good.